Welcome back to America's Leaders from Coast to Coast, the 250th Anniversary Edition. I'm Stephen.
And I'm Leah.
We are staying in the volunteer state today, moving from the mountains of the east to the rolling hills of Middle Tennessee. We are profiling Republican Representative John Rose of Tennessee's 6th District.
John Rose is the real deal when it comes to Tennessee roots. He is an 8th-generation farmer. His family farm in Temperance Hall has been in operation since 1790. That is before Tennessee was even a state. He still owns and works that land today. But he isn't just a farmer. He's also a lawyer with a degree from Vanderbilt and a tech entrepreneur who started a software training company. That unique resume, farmer, lawyer, tech guy, is why he was tapped to be the Tennessee Commissioner of Agriculture back in 2002.
He was elected to Congress in 2018, representing the 6th District. This is a fascinating part of the state.
It really is. It covers the Upper Cumberland region. You have Cookeville, which is a college town home to Tennessee Tech. You have the rural counties on the Cumberland Plateau, which are beautiful but economically challenged. And then you have the explosive growth of Wilson and Sumner counties, places like Mount Juliet and Lebanon. These are the suburbs of Nashville where everyone is moving. So Rose has to balance the needs of old-school cattle farmers with the needs of new suburban commuters who work in tech and logistics.
And in Washington, he balances those two worlds on his committees.
Exactly. He sits on the Agriculture Committee, which is a no-brainer for him. He fights for the cattle industry and for rural broadband, which is huge for his district. But he also sits on the Financial Services Committee. This is where his tech guy side comes out. He is surprisingly big on cryptocurrency. He argues that the U.S. needs to embrace digital assets and blockchain technology so we don't fall behind China. He is constantly pushing for clear regulations that allow crypto to grow without being strangled by red tape.
But we have to talk about the moment that made him famous. It wasn't a bill. It was his son.
Oh, Guy Rose. In June 2024, John Rose was giving a very serious speech on the House floor about the justice system. Sitting behind him was his 6-year-old son, Guy, who had just graduated kindergarten. And Guy, well, he got bored. He started making faces at the camera, sticking his tongue out, and rolling his eyes. It was absolutely hilarious. The clip went viral globally. It was a rare moment of genuine humanity in Congress. Rose handled it perfectly, joking later, "This is what I get for telling him to smile for the camera."
It was the most relatable moment of the year, the dad trying to work while the kid chaos happens in the background.
Exactly. It put a human face on the representative from Cookeville.
That is our profile for Tennessee's 6th. Stay tuned for our next profile. Please note AI assists in the creation of this podcast from pointedwords.com, and remember, better pointed words than pointed swords.